This is Group 12 with Frank Phayaxay, Andrea Garcia, Richard Adams, Zakary Patterson, Josh Moshe, and Angie Bernal. This is our presentation in organizational behavior of the Irvine Company.
Here at the Irvine Company, which is a real estate investment company. The company has a combined 120 million square feet of land and owns over 500 properties.
Which includes Fashion Island, the Irvine Spectrum Center, and formerly the land that UCI is on. The company is ran by Donald Bren, which is the chairman of the board of directors, and the day-to-day operations are ran by Ray Berta.
Like any other company, the Irvine Company has a variety of issues that it faces on a daily basis. Our group focused on a few issues that had to do with communication. This is a key issue in any company's day-to-day operations and one that must be effectively managed if the company is to remain profitable. Communication is the glue that holds any company together, and there needs to be a clear hierarchy of communication channels to ensure that any kind of dialogue is done in a timely and consistent manner. During our interview, we learned about certain issues that one employee had noticed in the company. One of these issues mentioned was that HR had difficulty in finding the correct person to hire for different positions. This could be due to any number of things, such as unclear job responsibilities to a lack of qualified candidates. Another issue that was mentioned was that semantic barriers were a big hurdle for managers and HR to overcome. People in these positions use specific terms related to their jobs that other employees might not know. It is easy to forget that not everyone you come into contact with during your working day is familiar with the terms that are commonplace in your environment. Physical distractions also prove to be a difficulty for maintenance people trying to get in contact with managers. This is always an issue in big companies, as managers tend to have a lot to deal with, while maintenance employees generally have a narrow scope of responsibilities. Our group has come up with a few hypothetical solutions to these problems based on the readings from the book and our own research, which will be discussed in the next slide.
According to our research, the best solution for these problems is to first communicate with HR better about the type of employee skills required. For example, if maintenance requires a person who is skilled in electrical work, HR should know who they need to hire and what skills candidates possess. This helps human resources understand the issues maintenance is having with all of the new hirees. Second, no company wants to get rid of their good employees, so it's beneficial to develop a better training program to teach the skills necessary. Currently, the Irvine Company is working on fixing this issue, and many companies offer a similar program where they pay for your training or give some sort of compensation towards the employee's schooling. This prevents the company from getting rid of their current employees while preparing them for any problems that may come their way. And lastly, the manager should try to take time out of their day to reach out to the employees and figure out what their current problems are. This way, managers know what's going on at the ground floor, and there will be more people to work on and figure out a problem faster. The best way to do this is to have an open door policy so that employees can freely talk to the superiors. And it's also important that the managers don't just rely on email. Face-to-face tends to work much, much better.
I have no idea how to fix this. I'm gonna call Zach.
Hey, why are you calling me? I'm right here.
Oh, hey Zach. Yeah man, I have no idea how to fix this.
Didn't you see my email? I said that you were going to be working on a pool. Told you to look it up on YouTube.
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, I don't know what I'm doing, so I guess we're going to just have to call someone and figure it out.
Yeah, let's call someone to figure this out right now, because I never worked on a pool before.
Yeah, they're not going to be happy that we're spending so much money, but what can you do, you know?
Oh well. Yeah, let's call someone.
Oh well.
With the Irvine company being such a huge and diverse real estate investment company, it's hard to believe that one individual would be able to handle all the tasks that are needed to make it run smoothly. One thing that the Irvine company is concerned about is its ability to communicate through all channels without any noise to make sure that these tasks are done correctly. With our manager, she manages multiple properties within her area, which can be a huge task on its own. Now, as far as communication is concerned, in her specific challenge, it's not a matter of fact. It's not about the fact that she can't communicate properly. It's the fact that she's unable to communicate due to the amount of properties that are under her management and all the employees that are on those properties that are working to keep those properties afloat and running efficiently and effectively for the people that are leasing them. In order for her to do that, she must be able to delegate properly for each property. Now, when the delegation is issued, the person that was delegated has to also have the proper training and have the proper background and certification to be able to perform these tasks. Now, if the employee that was hired does not have those abilities, that can create a bottleneck effect to upper management, because now the manager has to micromanage and watch everything that the person that was delegated to perform the task do, because of the simple fact that they don't trust that they can perform the task up to the proper standards. Now, a way to prevent that is if the Irvine company focuses on an employment development and a task management training program for all new hirees. And how we can do that is we turn to communication to be able to provide that training.
When providing developmental feedback to an employee, it creates an awareness and allows the employee to reflect on the current issues that they need to work on. Issues such as more clarification on current job tasks and also ways to improve job functions. This feedback provides interpersonal problems that an employee might struggle with by providing more clarified support. By doing this, it prevents creating a bottleneck effect on upper management. When an employee knows how to perform their job task efficiently, there will be no reason for managers to step in. When instructing daily face-to-face supportive feedback, it helps create downward communication from the managers to the employees. This helps develop strategies, objectives, and provide technical developments for increasing performance results that will lead to higher productivity for the company. Focusing on developing the employees will help the company run a lot more efficiently. Communicating through feedback will allow the employee to reflect and improve themselves. Doing this will help problem solving and assigning tasks, which will be one less stress on the company.
Communication is not only important when it comes to expressing issues in an organization and how the issues should be fixed at hand, but also a way of expressing your appreciation to your employees in the organization when goals are being achieved and hard work is displayed. While intrinsic rewards are valued during the interview with the manager, it was received that many of the employees prefer a lot of the extrinsic rewards. The Irvine company does many things to help communicate their appreciation by rewarding their employees for performing well in the company. One of the most common ways that they receive rewards in the organization is providing community lunches, in which include barbecues, pizza parties. The company also provides other rewards and incentives, in which include things like weekends off for a month, profit shares, and 401ks. According to the interview, many of the employees enjoy these types of rewards. However, the expectancy theory can come into play. Many of the employees will associate their hard work with these rewards, so if they do not gain any recognition for their work, it will lead to disappointment, and hence they do not feel that their work is being appreciated. And this will also cause loss of motivation in the workplace.
When it comes to recognition, often employees feel more valuable when managers or leaders verbally communicate their work performance by just simply saying, "Great job today," and being specific about why they did a great job, or by just simply thanking them, "Thank you for your hard work on this project." Communicating a simple recognition to the members of the organization goes a long way. It lets the employee know and feel appreciated. It allows members of the company to get feedback on their performance. It also gives the employee a sense of what they are doing on the task. Not very often do employees get recognized for their hard work through a verbal communication. Giving an employee an incentive for their hard work can have a positive outcome for both the employee and the organization. In recognition to the employees' hard work, some organizations host lunches as a reward. Though some may feel lunches isn't satisfying or very motivating, there are other ways that the organization offers rewards of recognition to the hardworking members of the organization. While offer bonuses as a reward, others may offer the members of the organization an increase on their salary. The Irvine company offers their members both bonuses and a salary raise. The Irvine company also offers their employees additional training and additional days off. For example, one of those rewards are weekends off their work schedule for a whole month. When an organization wants to meet their goals and objectives, communicating and rewarding their employees will help them create a sense of urgency to be more efficient and effective on their tasks.
Alex, I really need those reports by the end of the today. Come in. I gotta let you go. I'm in a meeting.
Hey Angie, you want to talk to me?
Yes, please have a seat.
How are you, Andrea? I'm great. How about yourself?
Oh, just, working. So the reason you're here today is because I noticed that your reports, you have been meeting the deadline and finishing early this month of October. And you have been exceeding our goals and our objectives. It's my pleasure to have you being part of the company.
Well, thank you. It's my pleasure to be here.
And with that being said, I would like to, give you a little reward.
Thanks.
In appreciation of your hard work.
Wow, thank you, Angie. This really means a lot.
Is there any questions that you have for me today?
No, thank you. This is really good. Thanks.
Oh, well, now go and enjoy your day.
Thank you.
And I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, perfect.
Bright and early.
Bye.
With some of these techniques fine-tuned, there should be less problems with communication between both managers and HR, or managers and employees. And while it is common in most organizations, each company has to put their own twist on these solutions to perfect them. Very few companies can just copy another and get the exact same results. The best way to go about this is through multiple trials of trial and error to see what works best for each company.
It's not rare for a company the size of the Irvine company to have these issues that we stated within our presentation, whether that be issues with communicating with an employee to complete a task or communicating internally with HR to hire an employee to be able to complete those tasks. Every single company is going to have their challenges due to the communication process having noise conflicting with the delivery of the information that is to be processed and decoded by the receiver. Now, we suggest that most of these issues can be solved with communication, which we feel is true, but it just also is dependent on multiple variables, such as the people communicating, executives communicating with executives and lower management, and front-facing employees as well. Now, if you can use communication properly, that should help deter most of these issues and also keep the company running smoothly. Also, communicating just problems would create a bad environment for the employees. What we suggest also as well is also communicating the positive things to the employees. Just telling them that good job, good work done. It's just a way to show that the employee is doing something right. This in turn creates a sense of satisfaction to the employee that equals a good work environment and can possibly contribute to retention of talent. Not only that, if intrinsic verbal rewards is just not enough for an employee, offering rewards and recognitions, using communication as a bridge to inform these employees of these rewards and recognitions can also cultivate a good work environment as well. So with all that being said, combined together, using the proper channels of communication, making sure that communication richness is a high focus, and working together as a team from upper and lower management all the way down to the entry-level positions of the company, I believe that the Irvine company will be successful as long as they keep using their methods of communication properly.